We're back. So, real quick, I am gonna BRB because I want to get some coffee. All right. Okay. So we got coffee. We got Vidget game. We're ready to go. Alright. Well, let's see if there was anything else I could say to, what's her face? I can't remember her name.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Elizabeth.
Why are you wasting your time?
What's your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Are you Lizzie? Elizabeth? Miss Buford?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
She points to the tall man by the table.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands. In her face.
Easy, Leo told me all about you. He likes to talk a lot.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
What's up, Patch? What are you gonna do to me? Lieutenant is not satisfied with the approach.
What are we going to do to you?
It's a cold laughter, devoid of
The
joy.
union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Oh shit. Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
This tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
I liked that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? Oh my god. Yeah.
Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolution.
Let's
Aggressive?
try it again.
Listen,
Fuck yeah.
so ask what you came to ask.
Let's do that. Okay. We'll talk later. We'll talk later, Lizzie. It's a bowl. They're spitting it, reeking of tobacco. What else? Okay, let's take a look here. I can't talk to anybody else anyway. Photos of men in overalls, toting guns, and Union placards. You see hawthorn bushes outside.
This is where you say your bit.
Broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. Okay.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
I'm gonna take off now. Scan the
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
He understood what you were doing, taking inventory of them.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy!
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture.
Got it.
Good. You could take another look at the tracks in the yard, on the crime scene. See if they fit this bunch.
I'm gonna take off now. Let's try it. Let's try to see if the tracks fit. Whoa, hey, I had a thought.
Was that? Could it be the Coldamama Dakwa? No, it's probably just your imagination.
Is it?
Ringing in
Is
your ear.
there a ringing?
There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear.
Listen closely.
There it is again.
Keep
It
listening.
must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you. Keep still. It might perch on your shoulder. What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist. The only birds you should be looking for are healthy women of childbearing age.
Kim, do you hear a high-pitched noise?
No, I don't hear the Koldomama Dakwa. And neither do you.
Of course he doesn't. He's deaf.
Hold very still and hope the bird comes to perch on your shoulder.
Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone. There is no ringing anymore. Just
Go
the sound
on,
of the
leave.
streets.
Leave like everything else.
Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
Let's see what that does. Hey, research time. You heard it, the mysterious Kolda Mamakwa. You're certain that you did. Maybe not quite certain, but let's say you're hopeful, because it would make you very special to the only human who can hear this invisible, incorporeal bird, this animate whisper, this particle of sound. You're gonna have to keep listening. Sharpen your ear. No, I don't know about that one. Hey, I see the lady. I guess I can't do anything about that.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots, anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs.
I'm gonna save real quick, because I want to get this.
there are several footprints in the mud. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right. The Hardy Boys in the mess hall of Whirling in Rags.
Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. Just like Titus was wearing in his booth. This is the big dick. Titus Hardy. The one with the bald cap on his head.
Interesting.
Is it? They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy. Maybe even too easy. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. Either the blonde muscular guy, Glenn, or the young guy with a plectrum around his neck. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. The inked banger, perhaps. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46. Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print.
What else?
5. Another standard work boot. Reinforced toes. Number 44. Same as before. Either the musician, Eugene, or the muscle-bound blonde, Glenn. 6. Light as air. Same make of boot. But number 41. Small like a rat. Shanky.
Count the rest.
7. The glowing outline
Yo,
of a
what's up,
standard
Casey?
work boot. Number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus. Carrying something?
And the last one?
8. Another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious. A missing 8th Hardy Boy.
7 sets of tracks, right? The Hardy Boys
actually.
were here. That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
Note to self. This would be a good question to ask Titus. Where's the 8th man?
Point. An aberration. One soul is smoother than
Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy. Wonder who he is. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
He regrets it the moment he says it.
the other. Don't say anything. Just
I don't know why I said that. We are not looking for a drummer. We are looking for a group of dock workers. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
I was actually thinking the same thing.
He doesn't seem to hear you. Looking south, toward the traffic jam instead. The machines are silent. The engines are all turned off.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent.
Mm-hmm.
Light step, number 41.
I'm guessing
shoe.
that's the skinny Hardy Boy. The one with his front teeth missing.
You mean the rat-faced one?
Yes, well, he did look a bit like a rat. You're right. Do you think those prints belong to him?
Yes.
I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not.
A heavy one, a 200-kilogram imprint.
200? This could be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built armored man. Maybe it was a fat Hardy Boy, the one sitting in the middle.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Maybe it was a giant. You're right, the fat guy from the booth was carrying the...
Possibly, yes.
How old do you think these tracks
A
are?
week, maybe? 7 days would
A
fit the
week?
time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
I love Kim.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here, and looked at the tree.
So far, so good. Only one thing missing.
Of course, there were 8 tracks, but there are only 7 Hardy Boys.
8 tracks, 7 Hardy Boys.
Mm-hmm. Which one is missing, do you think? I'm going to say it was our odd soul.
So the odd soul was present at the lynching, but isn't in the mess hall right
Yes.
now.
I doubt the Hardys are going to tell us who this person is. For now, it's best if we just keep our eyes open. I'm sure our investigation will eventually lead us to the odd soul.
We've been through all of it. This is so cool. Let's go. Let's see. Let's talk to Titus.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy?
Kind
we
of.
ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do
The
it?
pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why are your footprints all over the scene?
You mean these boots?
Yes.
We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck. Yeah. We did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why our prints are all over the scene.
Ah, so you just confessed to murder.
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Okay. Okay. When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean the representative for Wild Pines? The shipping company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Okay. Why'd you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary.
And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
What did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation? He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl. Young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
So was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
I don't have to. Oh yeah. No, but seriously, who calls the shots around
Who
here?
do you fucking think does?
It's the 8th Hardy Boy, the one who's missing, the big dick. You do. You give the commands.
That's right, asshole. Titus Hardy runs the Hardy Boys. Ain't that so, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
No. You did not get an answer. Titus does administrative work. He pushes paper, fills out forms. The others can't read. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
Can you give us a few more details? Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Ooh, can I make my composure better before I do this? Come on. Okay. I think I might.
Actually,
damn it.
they're admirably, surprisingly composed. The entire room. Given how many questions you've lobbed their way.
All of them. Maybe one of them is fidgeting, cracking under the
Well,
pressure.
this one. But he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
How'd you manage to overpower him?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Where did this overpowering happen?
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
I have other questions.
Like what, Copper? We hanged it.
Didn't they?
Can you give us a few?
Titus,
We overpowered.
Then we left him for
Okay,
Seagull.
okay.
Like
Have other
what,
questions.
Copper?
You murdered him just like that, no remorse.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the Coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
And Reunion, what's that?
The River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the Coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates. The origin of the name is unknown.
Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed that this man had to die.
So what are we gonna do now?
nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to third-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Authority. So let's see. Maybe I can change my items. I'm gonna take off now. Okay, next time I talk to him, I need to
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched. The magnesium levels in your blood are dangerously low. It's about the low magnesium levels and not the high alcohol level.
So there's a lack of magnesium in me.
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
I need to mag it up.
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium. 1 stroke? Don't be so modest. He's having one right now.
You're saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form?
Yes. If you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to ascend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system. Just remember, it's not the alcohol. Buy more of that too. Alcohol is not the problem. And it's certainly not the dextroamphetamine, nor pyrrolidone, that sweet, sweet psychoactive radiation drug, nor smoking for 40 years. It's the lack of magnesium and excess of coffee. You should stop drinking coffee. It wreaks havoc on your gastrointestinal system.
Let's see what the magnesium says. Ooh, shivers, no shakes. It's generally understood that human beings are carbon-based organisms, fusing little carbon tubes together to form complex, mushy structures capable of thought, love, and locomotion. It's also known that these structures sometimes like to take the edge off by consuming ethanol, amphetamine, etc. In such cases, it is important to supplement your body with magnesium. Tired? Mag it up. Down? Mag time. Liver damage? Maximum mag. Some people say magnesium doesn't really do anything and you just need to quit. What do we tell them? I don't know about that one. But, let's see. What you get
I've
to
got
say?
nothing to say to you.
You the Hardy girl?
I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law
So
school.
fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
No,
That's also true.
Glenn, they aren't.
This didn't change her opinion of you.
Maybe we'll talk later. Monica's titties are big is what that guy just said. What a cool dude. Oh my god. This game. Let's see. I want to see... What's the thing I have to do next? I need better... What is it? Not electrochemistry. What was the thing I needed to do? Let me see. Come on. To get my my face, my expression to stop.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
So I need electrochemistry.
It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
Where are we at? Electrochemistry is pretty high, but we need to get it higher. Maybe we can increase electrochemistry some other way. If we take some Peralodon that we got from that guy. But I don't think that increases my electrochemistry. It just makes me cool. Ooh, can I go in here? Yeah, boy. Fishes are drying. Take it.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Goranci and Kubek. It must be his name. Goranci. Goranci Kubek. Sounds representative.
Oh, Gorazzi, I have some questions to
The
ask.
man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
What is that borscht you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Mercury rising? Run your fingers through your hair.
Borscht need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Yes, nod and turn your fingers clockwise. Turn the vodka up.
He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
Leo said you're friends with Manana. Is that true?
The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends.
Gorsey, could I have some of that brew?
He smiles and nods enthusiastically and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup.
Got some impressive
Then
pots
he
there.
smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and
Or anything
simmering on
else.
the stove.
Stay masculine. Fuck yeah.
You see a
What
heavy
the
steel
fuck?
door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Touch
The
door.
cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch.
I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Out of duty, we may find something pertinent to the investigation.
Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough, as a side investigation.
Yes, a mini side investigation.
Gart is the person to ask about this.
The door does not budge.
Well, we'll see about that.
Can I help you?
Gart, I saw another thing.
Great. I love those.
So the phone line is dead.
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
That's pretty
It's not
strange.
strange, it's inconvenient.
Is it true there was foul play?
Who told you that?
Lena. I would never disclose my sources. That would be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frick warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
Something else I want to ask. Goodbye. That's what I wanted to ask. I want to say goodbye to you. Because I'm really nice. Ooh, +1 physique, -1 morale. Interesting. Okay. Hey, what's up, Erica? What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Let's see what's going on here. I need to talk to Everard Clare, the union leader. So let's go do that. Oh, wait, whoa. Do I need to talk to this guy again? This gentleman? Yeah, good
Stuck
for you,
in the
dude.
rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
That's all for now. I'm gonna save. I want to do this one. Okay.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
In his eyes,
Yes.
an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Where does it lead?
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines.
Further.
To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin. The border approaches.
What's beyond the border?
You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
What's in the south?
Excuse me?
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Hell, I got a longing. I felt something similar since I woke up.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Diora?
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot.
Aww.
I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I miss someone, but I don't know who it is.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
That's all for now. Okay. Hey, the racist guy is still there. Let's see. I don't know where the apothecary is still. I need to find out. I also need to check the other side of town. There's so many things to do in this game. It's wonderful. And they're all interesting. What do we got here?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
I want that raincoat.
Here you go.
What's that?
What is what? A raincoat. You know, like the one you bought earlier.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Okay, so at some point I might want to wear that raincoat, depending on the encounter.
Is this about the questions
Does
again?
Fritza have a
'Cause
warehouse
I
in the back
don't
of the
really
Whirling
know.
Rags?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what
This
Frit
is
does.
important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
I'll take a bottle of magnesium.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Okay. Leave. So wait, what are those items? Does it tell me? Oh, I don't think it does. Okay. Let's go talk to Everard. Let's see if this guy had anything useful.
Hola, wandering man.
Nah, I gotta run. He's got nothing. I'll check my experience levels too. Hey, we're not too bad. Let's talk to Everard Clare. Sweet. We're just cruising. Hopefully he's in there. Lukewarm coffee. Hell yeah, there he is.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you with a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
There's a big storm coming. When? Right now? That's not good. Well, I went to the wonton. Hopefully, the storm doesn't knock out the power again. Lieutenant nods at you, though.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Did he call me Dubois? Oh no, did I miss that? Yeah, Mr. Dubois. Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
He does sound like motherfucking Reed, Thornton Reed.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing.
I don't
Forget
sit.
about it.
It's kind
Filter
of my
it out.
thing. Whatever, I'll take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Try to wink back. Just remain
So
serious.
tell me,
My
how
face
can the
probably
head
can't
of the
even do it.
Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia to...
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically
It should be
huge.
sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
You know Garth?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Take the comically large check, but don't say anything.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
No, it's cool. You've got integrity.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Honey, show your plant. Show your plant to the people. She's got a little plant growing. It's growing. If you can tell. Oh, you know what? You're spilling dirt on me, honey. Hold on.
Sorry.
That's okay. All right, here you go. Here.
He doesn't have like any shape right
Here,
now.
talk to the mic, honey.
No.
You can talk to the mic. Oh, she's shy. Never mind. Okay, back to disco. Okay. I've got my best hounds looking for that
His
lost gun.
slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. lost and gone.
I would appreciate any help you
Are
can
you
provide.
all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Damn it. The chair is killing you. Fuck. Don't panic. God damn it.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
So what? Men can cry
You
too.
want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. You'll think you're disgusting.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating.
Yeah.
What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
You're in some kind of stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow. In a kind of throw-in motion. Like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him.
Actually, this
He's
chair is
Mr.
uncomfortable.
Dubois.
I could use that glass of water.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Okay. She gonna ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
I too am surprised by the resilience and athleticism of this too. Oh man, my age? What are you implying? I'm at the peak of my abilities. Say nothing.
The big man peers at you over the rims of his glasses for a moment, then interlaces his fingers and rests his chin on his hands.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
You call me Mr. Dubois.
Of
why?
course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my name.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
My memory's fine. I'm just testing
So
you.
good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Where'd you get that folder? Let's get this straight. What is my full
It's
name?
Harry. Harry Dubois.
You don't feel like either one of these things. You know what your name is. You have a sophisticated name, like that of a count, or a beautiful man.
Okay, I like it. I can work
And
with
I
that.
can work with you, Harry. Now, what else can I do for you?
Read shipping folders. File. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about other matters.
Of
for a
course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
Could you help me get a dead body out of
You
the
might
tree?
have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, But why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
You are a community leader. Help your
I can
community out.
certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race signs. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race signs. You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
Okay. I wanted to go over a couple of things about me. Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun.
It's Kitty.
My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back? The gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in?
Yes. Thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now, please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important. Building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun
Damn
back?
it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
And what's in the container outside your
My
office?
dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Faslin crown.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help you, like I'm helping you with the body and your lost gun. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me, but there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my life.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to use you? He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going to come out on top.
I'll look. Wait, why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly,
I'm a very
I
busy
don't
man.
have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
I'll look into it.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Turns out the strikers are being served an alcoholic brew. I made it even stronger.
I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. I love your initiative. Knowing you're out there keeping things running lets me focus on the big picture stuff. Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew, stronger, stopped it, strike. I'm just gonna let you surprise me, Harry.
I'm gonna leave now, but we might talk
Wait.
again later.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great, wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
You're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Okay. Saves the game. Again. Because that's how I am. What did we need? We needed something to convince him. It was something. Drama. That's what it was. I'm gonna take these off for now. I'm gonna put this on to increase my drama. Okay. Anything else for drama? Anything that can mess my drama up. Okay. Alright, let's see. What was the drama that I needed?
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
Every worker for himself?
And for his fellow man. That's right, Mr. Dubois. You're turning out to be quite the individualist there. So, you had business with me.
I wanted to go over a couple things about me.
Let's hear it, Harry.
Okay, come on.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders
that's
you
not an
saw in
RCM
the
folder.
file.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
I'm gonna leave now, but we might talk
See
again
you soon,
later.
Debarder.
Let's try again.
Mr. Dubois.
Yeah, let's leave. Okay. Looks like we talked to Everard. We got some info. We'll see what else happens. This game is very cool. I'll have to talk to Jean-Luc. Yo, it's my man, Leo.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old
Leo.
here. Yes, I
In the
did.
future,
yes,
can
I
we keep
did.
this greeting
sure,
shorter?
mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such as yourself.
Okay, let's talk to him again, see what happens.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about.
He's amazing. He still talks forever. Holy shit. I love him so much. Okay. Let's go talk to Jean-Luc. I think that's the race realist dude.
You're back before the cargo container.
God damn it.
Its draw has not lessened since you were
Need
last
better
here.
rhetoric.
If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Do we have anything to make my rhetoric better? Nothing more. Okay, let's see. Get these back. Hell yeah, baby. Conceptualization. -1 suggestion. Can I put this under here? No. This is much better. Yeah, what a cool jacket. I'm looking so cool. Yo, what's up, Evelyn? How's it going? If you haven't played Disco Elysium, you totally should, because it's cool. It's a cool video game. Can I get down there? I want to know. There's just so many cool things to do. Also, Everett gave us the money so we can stay at the Whirling in Rags. But it wasn't that much. It was only like 20. So that's just going to be like one day. Alright. Let's talk to Jean-Luc. Let's talk to this fucking weirdo.
Last we saw, your race was being superseded by the Seminese.
The situation is serious. Your people have probably killed a man.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul.
Shut up!
Beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. It would enrich you rhetorically.
Wouldn't that mean I'd have to become a Seminese supremacist myself?
Well, yes. Why? Don't you want to be a Seminese supremacist? So what if you're not Seminese? You can be anything.
No. Fuck no. Everett told you to help us get the body down from the tree.
So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree. With...
You're so noble, Measurehead.
There's a but.
But, while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you.
What if we don't want to do that?
Both of you.
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
Wait here while Measurehead goes.
See that they stay here the whole time.
Maybe we can find out some stuff about Measurehead.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Why are you with Measurehead?
Look at him. His craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what?
Yeah, we're the law around here.
Ooh, I like men with guns and power.
Oh my god.
I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everett's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
I'll work with whoever I want.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then The man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
There's this fucking weirdo again. Jean-Luc. We did it.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
There's been no side choosing. We did what we had to keep order.
And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
Isn't Everard the Union boss white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
You still serve him. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Communism's pretty cool.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you. The fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases, above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
I've gotten it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminese people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race.
I'll ask. Who are the Seminese?
The South Island race. Haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Indian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericamasis and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminese women walk into
Alright, we get the idea. So you did not come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
So you're not really Seminese, you're just from Revachol?
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol.
Fuck you,
The
Measure.
city is central to the Seminese
What an asshole.
strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate.
So you're a supremacist and you're not even from the fucking
You
place?
have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. Think upon it.
Know anything about this mug?
He does not so much as glance at the
This your kind of thing?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Kim, what do you think about
I
this?
think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
That will be our lucky racist.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits. A protruding occiput and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders.
Fucking guy is so
The company
annoying.
is spiritually degrading.
But you're all a part of the union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the simile. Now leave me be.
What are those tattoos that
I
you're supposed to
must
mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
True, that is a noble cranium, but you got a hard noggin yourself.
You sure? I'm not craniometrically superior to you.
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal.
I am
An
genetically
offspring
criminal.
of murderers and sailors from Sur la Clé and Vesper. And possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Interesting. So one of my ancestors was Sur la Clef and the other Vesper.
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul. That is the only reason you are here.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
Whatever. Okay. What a fucking weirdo. I'm sad I can't beat him up anymore. Or I have the option to beat him up. Can I talk to you more? Be my buddy?
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too.
Was nice enough.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Everett said you have a key to a door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I heard something about a weasel, and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean.
Polar weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually Occidental, though. So you're gonna be committing fratricide, my racist friend. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task, this weasel person, when he'll be
I'm
home?
more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. but he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard. Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting. Ask him about the Hardy Boys.
Do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Hardys? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
So, not wages or pensions or...
This stuff, they already covered.
Shouldn't you be grateful then? It's a lot more than most people have here. At least you got the benefits, that's something.
It's not enough. Not enough to get ahead. More about keeping us in our place.
How large a share would you
All
like?
of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
The stuff you do aligns admirably well with the World Republic. Why not call yourself a communist? Right on, brother.
Just the way the world works, Boyadero.
The boss man, Everard. What can you tell me about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
What does bossing the Union entail?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties. Watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
It does seem lavish to me.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation.
Sure. I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool, that of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
Maybe I am a Boyadero.
No.
What if?
No. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider, if need be. An endless torrent of time.
We're negotiating. Aye.
Hold on.
All of it.
This seditious talk sounds like communism.
Are you
No,
communist?
even a weak child can think it.
Right
Just
on,
the way the
brother.
world works, Boyadero. Sure.
Political situation.
The look in it all comes to that of a noble peasant.
Maybe I'm
no.
a Boyadero. I could.
No. The man sits on
Damn
the
it.
railing.
Let me be
his
a Boyadero.
hands reaching far and wide.
Any idea who killed the
The
hangman?
mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The Merc was hanged with a very specific type of cargo belt, one often used in heavy transport areas, for example, harbors.
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
What is that?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search.
Good talking to you, man. I love that guy. I want to be a Boyadero. It's not fair. I don't care to talk to you. Let's see. What else?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear.
Oh yeah, I think I already that one. Okay. Ooh, we can talk to Kuno. Maybe he has something interesting to say. Oh, Kuno.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Well, it's down.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Let's try it again. Field autopsy.
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The RCM's 4-phase murder scene processing manual.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else for this? A doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work, everything.
Yes, I feel like a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now, the way I see it, it's either this, or we complete the initial interviews. We already met Evrard, that only leaves the Wild Pines representative. There's one in town, negotiating the strike. She could have information.
We can always do
Not
the autopsy
much
later.
later, I hope. He's a...
The rotting. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
I don't know, I kind of want those boots. Even if they are on a dead body.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. I thought we decided to leave it to processing. I thought
Come
we decided to
on.
leave it to processing.
Dang, Kim, you're being a killjoy. Let's talk to the boy.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up. Fucked it good. It was porno.
By the way, Kipt is a racial slur.
Stop using the K word. It belongs in the past.
Can't tell Kuno what words to use. Fucking kipped.
What is this, a word museum? You want to belong to a museum, Kuno, with the old people?
Fuck you. Kuno says kipped if he wants to. Kuno's dad says kipped all the time. Kipped's a cool word.
Kipped, kippity kipped.
It's like a little engine has come alive on the other side of the fence. An engine that only says Kipt.
Kipped. Alright. Shut it down, see. The cunt has business to do.
Alright, I'm
Kuno
off.
doesn't fucking...
Bye-bye, Kuno. You fucking weirdo. Alright. Let's talk to the Lost Pines rep. Oh, Whomst? Whomst are you? Also, this guy's new. All these guys are new.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
Look, in his hand, going into his mouth, the sandwich. It's hauntingly beautiful.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first, Ask questions never.
Shouldn't I ask what game it is first?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Are you gonna fuck the? How did you fuck this up? God damn it.
This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast.
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw.
There are no two more harmful words an athlete can hear than good job. And this was downright embarrassing.
I thought something way more spectacular
What
would
are you
happen.
talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect pétanque throw.
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
Perfect throw. Well, I still feel defeated.
Probably because those rooster pants are squeezing you senseless. Whatever happened to practical, durable, Revachol made? Now, what can I do for you?
Look who's talking. That cockatoo uniform must give him a real advantage when fighting in the circus.
Yes, officer. What do we need from this gentleman?
I found your guard.
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
I saw a picture in there. You were in it. You looked happy. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
So who was working your shift that
No
night?
one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue.
Look, officers. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Everett gets it. Big guys looking after the small and everyone working together. I
Can we
love it.
conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
Got it.
Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out.
Do you know
Keeps
anything
my
about the
senses
man
sharp.
hanged in the backyard of Whirling Rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the
In
locals?
Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with
Cop
cops.
is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
So again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Was there an earthquake here?
No. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Heavy artillery fire, you say? That's the best kind of artillery fire. Very interesting.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire. Why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery
Because
used?
that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Why shell them here in Martinaise?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
Beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinaise was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Deathblow sounds
This
grim.
here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old Rene going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on, the coalition.
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
Is that why everything was so bombed
Damn
out?
right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinaise they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
That's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard working class to take over.
Preposterous! Surely you don't mean it. I'm just sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those commie hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking my piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along.
How does Philippe
This
III
is what they
factor
wanted
into
to
this?
replace the role of the suzerain with. It doesn't. That was 100 years ago. Ain't got nothing to do with anything.
Who's this Fricelle?
Damn Fricelle. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
You mentioned Guillaume.
A true king in both blood and mind. Led Revachol before Fricelle. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
What exactly is a suzerain?
Suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already?
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the Fifth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Anything you can tell me about this rifle?
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable. This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty.
In the
Where did you
basement
find
there.
her? I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
I saw the statue of Philippe III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes! King Philip III, on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king.
How should a
Someone
true
who
king
knows how to rule decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Seems to me a leader should take care of his people before
A nation
himself.
is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
The Carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Let's talk about something else. Thank you for your time. I'm gonna see if I can talk to this boy and get to know him better.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity.
As Rene turns from you
I
to
did
his
it.
partner and back, the medals on his chest rattle and glare. He keeps his spine straight and his ribcage lifted, displaying them proud.
How many medals are there?
2. The larger one is shaped like a cross, while the smaller medal resembles the sun.
Look at the sun.
A small blue star inside an orange sun. It has the word Valiance written below. The setting sun was a decoration used to distinguish seasoned combat veterans in service of King Frizzle I during the revolution. A crowned head in front of 2 crossed rifles. The medal hangs from a blue striped triangle. It's the Croix de Bravoure, Cross of Valor. The cross was the highest battlefield decoration in Suzerain's armed forces, awarded for exceptional bravery in the line of duty, in service of King Frizzle I.
Croix de Bravoure in the setting sun. Did you get them for...
For bravery.
It's a conflicted topic for the old veteran. There must have been a number of controversial episodes in his service days.
For bravery?
For doing my duty in the heat of battle. For looking my mortality in the eye. When men like Gaston here hid in the bushes and shot themselves.
He saved some muddy princeling who foolishly strolled into the front line in his gown of velvet and gold.
Saved the princeling.
It was on the first months of the revolution here in Revachol. Unrest was spreading like wildfire. Marauders had taken most of the Couronne and were getting really ambitious. King Frizzle thought he could end it all in one decisive strike. Sent his cousin, Drisson, to put an end to the unrest. Alas, the young Drisson was all piss and no vinegar, wearing a tunic of purple velvet and cockatiel feathers to battle. Even his rifle was gold-plated, shone from 5 clicks away. Can you imagine the asininity?
Purple velvet tunic. That isn't exactly camo.
To keep the long and bloody story short, Drisson marched us against the partisans in Couronne. And when I say march, I mean made us walk into captured enemy territory, single file, like toy soldiers, while he rode in front on his giant red stallion. The rebels were smart. They let us come real close before opening fire. Suffice to say, it was carnage.
Must have been a bloodbath.
I got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Just a flesh wound. But just as I turned over, the prince fell into the mud next to me. He was missing his lower jaw, then his horse, driven mad by the noise and smell of gunpowder, stepped on my leg and shattered my knee.
What did you do?
I grabbed my sidearm and shot the beast in the head. Then everything went black.
Capitaine Arnoux, le fléau des chevaux.
The bane of horses.
When I came to, it was all over. It was just me and Jolles Tresson, gurgling in the blood-soaked mud right next to me. The dink had taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die. Tougher than he looked, that one.
This would never happen to Johnny Lawjaw. My jaw is tight. That's no dink, that's a fighter.
So I grabbed the dink and started crawling. Kept going until the 59th Cavalry picked us up. Through some miracle, we both survived. And the jealous freak convinced Frizzle to give me a medal for not leaving him to die in his own blood. Piece and shit. He was the commanding officer and I was on duty. Just doing my job. Shouldn't hand out medals for that. 13 months later, I received the Sun for distinguished service. It's not worth mentioning.
You sense he's downplaying it. He did a lot more than his duty. More than anyone's duty. It's in his spine, in his billowing breasts, and untarnished self-worth.
Sounds like you're being modest, Renee.
The old Carabinier stands quietly like a statue, his features motionless.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he crawled over 7 kilometers before the cavalrymen found him and Drizant. 2 days later that was. And that even whilst crawling with a mangled half-dead prince on his back, he still managed to murder 3 rebels on his way.
Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself, it's there.
Hold on, you're just a little bit proud of Renee's heroics, aren't you?
Sorry, officer, but you're reading me all wrong. I'm a man of peace, and these kinds of bloody heroics are only impressive to men like Rene himself. Certainly not to me. How did you find the story to be, officer?
This doesn't seem like a good moment to express an opinion. I don't want to risk
Bon Dieu. You and Gaston must be related. His blood runs yellow too.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer. They don't end this out for anyone with a service record. Oh no, you have to get shot. Repeatedly. And you need to get your hands bloody too. Really, really bloody.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Poltroon. Duty is something you will never understand.
Thanks for the story, Renee.
There were many such stories in those days. Many such men too. True Revacholians. Men with backbone.
Oh yes, René, yes. Men were bigger, girls were prettier, and everyone wore the fascia. Lord, please bring those days back, if you can.
I'm not getting into this with you again. Officer, was there anything else?
You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own. Impress this old soldier.
Nah, I'm good.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Looks delicious. Can I have a bite of that?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
Don't be a dick, Gaston. There's plenty for everyone. Please, man, can I just have a bite?
Believe me, officer. I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
You can barely hear him. The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich
friend,
is
let's
driving your mind in a single
share it.
direction. It must be yours.
Fuck off! It's mine! Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides.
If I have good enough rhetoric,
Dear sandwich and he gets
I can
close.
make him give me the sandwich.
You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
What are the rules of this game?
The goal is to throw your bull. As close to the cochonnet as you can. That's the cochonnet. You'll put that knowledge to good use in 50 years. I'm sure of that, officer.
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
It won't be about Pittinac.
Hurry up then.
You mentioned Jean-Marie Milliot. Who is that?
Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman in all of Revachol. Maybe the entire world.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
So you both know her?
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart.
Aww.
The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4. She was René's first girl back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal than just be happy.
And then you stole her from me.
Do not intervene.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the ink you spilled over her pretty yellow dress.
We were just boys then. This was different. No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time. Especially when we have company.
What happened to her?
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage, peaceful. René and I were both by her bedside when she
died. No use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back, will it now?
Departed.
Why do you think she was
Until the very
indecisive?
hand she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever met. She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married.
Nothing wrong with weighing your options first.
Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
Thanks for sharing.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left.
Tell me what you know about the dead man.
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Really? You know absolutely nothing?
No, officers. I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Respects?
Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone impotent in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know Evrard?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history?
These guys are so
You
fun.
never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Are you a Union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways?
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little thing.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate this socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are the little things you do for Evrard?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Are you a caviar socialist?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
How can you write those newspaper pieces if you're not political?
Officer, I have a vivid imagination. And like I said, I have a way with words. That's enough. No need to sink into politics.
He just fluffs it up.
Of course. Don't sink into anything. Don't sink into any fight. Only sink into your couch.
So you are a weatherman.
I prefer highly adaptable myself. Has a better ring to hit, don't you think?
Come on, you.
That's all for now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Bye for now. I loved those guys. Okay, who are you? Who are you? Real quick. It's gonna be a long one. A good one?
Yes? Hello?
Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Shouldn't a working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Phenomenal.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
Maybe your husband's
My
missing.
husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
Maybe he isn't missing.
Of course he's not. It's not.
She has though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
It's okay.
What?
It's alright not knowing where your husband is. Nothing shameful in
Who
that.
said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
Maybe your cockatoo is missing. Maybe your children are
No,
missing.
absolutely not.
Where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
Nanny. Where are they? I police whatever I want. Where
They
are
are
they?
not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
They're at home, right? Smoking
What?
cigarettes?
That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Jamrock.
She's getting upset. Her voice has risen as she tries to convince herself that her daughters are safe.
They're almost grown up now anyway.
Why am I fucking with this
They're
woman?
past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
Maybe you're right. Maybe they aren't missing. After all, tell me something else. Maybe your
I
cockatoo's
don't
missing.
mean to disrespect, sir, but you...
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it
I
missing?
don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what?
It's a trap. Never ever say
All right.
what.
Cockatoo not missing. I just wanted
Great.
to make sure. Just one more question. What did you mean by me being a
Nothing.
cockatoo?
Go read up on them if you're so interested.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain?
Ooh.
Or your heraldic bird?
Actually, it's exactly what I'm gonna do. Thanks for the tip.
Wonderful. The story's open.
Her
Watch your
hands
brows.
move. Another comrade. Years of labor are pressing down on her shoulders. She deserves a hug for all the work she's done for mankind. An array of neurons fire up with joy. Bum her a cigarette, lest it turn to pain.
Do you smoke?
No, I don't.
I know for a fact
Why
that
do
you
you
smoke.
think that I smoke?
It's the kind of place where everyone does.
You're right. We do smoke worse than chimneys here.
Just give me a cigarette.
I already told you I don't have any.
Do you know where I
Go
could get a
buy it
pack?
From the kiosk. There's one.
Move on.
She sighs. You
Give her a
step
hug.
in and close your arms around this foreign body, wandering astray in touch.
Why am I doing this?
There's a small movement beneath your hands as you shut your eyes. Then a tiny voice breaks out and asks.
What is happening?
She seems to be confused. Your hands are wrapped around her polyester coat. The fabric feels cold, moist from the sea nearby. The situation is oddly intimate. Your cheek is pressed against her shoulder. Her hand is trapped between your chest. 5 seconds pass, and their passing seems so unimaginably long.
What are you doing, officer?
Less talk, more feeling. Keep your eyes closed. Soak in the closeness. See what the feeling entails.
Keep your eyes closed. For
The
a bit
feeling
longer.
continues. Warm and
Let it
comfortable. So
form.
tell me, how does it feel to be close to someone, skin to skin?
It's all coming together now. I was built to be close with other
I
beings.
wonder how long it has been since you last hugged someone.
Do I remember?
No, you don't. And it's better that way.
What do I remember?
Nothing. Don't come back here.
But I need to remember.
Oh my God. Why are you calling me? Stop calling me. Are you drunk again? I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you ever again. Stop calling me. Get lost from my life.
Officer, what are you doing?
I'm fighting for the working class.
Fighting for it how?
Hug by hug.
Oh. I guess it's better than nothing. Keep fighting on, my fellow comrade. Is there anything else I can help you with?
It's all for the moment.
The woman before you nods and
What a
returns to
weird
her
interruption.
reading.
Okay. Before we go, I want to try to stop the expression. Let's see if we can do this. My last task of the stream is to try to get the expression to stop. Oh, I can also give the check to guard. Maybe two things. Maybe two things. See what happens. Let me talk to you real quick, guard.
Can I help you?
Nothing
Another
at the
thing.
whirling.
Great.
Something
Yes.
else. About my
Got the
bill.
20 real.
I had this giant novelty
You
check.
must be kidding, right? Yeah, good one, officer. Real funny. But this establishment only takes cash.
Frit, near the gate. They'll exchange it.
Then
Okay.
why are you...
Bye-bye. We can make the expression stop. We need only believe. Okay. We're gonna do it. I swear to God, we'll do it. Maybe. I don't know.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Impossible.
It's barely covered in steam anymore.
Why is it so hard? My electrochemistry is super high, too. This is fucked up. Come on. Maybe if I level it up somehow. Come on. Fritta.
The tear machine stands in the corner.
Hmm? Oh,
Where can I exchange? Not here, probably.
To the left of
Talk to this girl.
Is
I
this
need to
about the
exchange this
questions
novelty
again?
check.
Because,
25 real.
wow, I didn't know you worked for the Union, sir. Anything else I can do for you?
No, you don't work for the Union. Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now.
Yeah, leave. Come on. I need a safe place to do my drugs. Gotta have the whirling. Okay. Maybe it's in the kitchen? Probably in the other building, though. Is this the door?
You see a heavy...
No, that's not the door. It must be in the other building. Okay. That's the last task. And then we're done. Maybe it's in here. No. Doesn't look like it.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace.
Leave. I don't think it's here either, actually. Damn. Okay. Find speed. Close the water lock on Wednesday. Find money to pay guards. Investigate doomed commercial area. Put the clothes in the trash. Resource the armor. Open the door for Everard. Door's behind the greenhouse in the yard. Okay. Let's do that real quick. Maybe I can get some experience. Am I crazy? I want to know where it is. Maybe this isn't considered the yard? I have to know. Alright, a couple more minutes and then I gotta go. Maybe it's up here. Oh, maybe over here. Can I get over here? Money. Maybe it's somewhere else I just haven't been. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Door to the greenhouse in the yard, and that looked like it was it. let's just keep the thing. And then let's get out of here. Let's give the money to our boy here.
Can I help you?
About my
Got the
bill.
20
There
real.
you go,
Good.
buddy.
You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. See you later. Okay. Electrochemistry. Let's do it. I'm as electrochem as I can be. So let's see if it works. Maybe not. Still maybe not. Looks like it's a hard check. Okay. Let's try it.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Why is it impossible?
It's
Okay. Let's try it again. Maybe there's something else I can use to improve my electrochemistry. Drama. No, no, no. No clothes. Anything messing it up? No. We are as good as we're gonna get. Okay. Let's try it.
a mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. Still not happening.
Nope. Okay, let's try it again. I want to get this. I want to make him stop.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. Still.
Nope. We're just gonna keep doing it until we get it. I want him to be normal looking. Just for his sake. Maybe it'll make me better in other ways. Try
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
Not the mirror. Do I get anything for that? Cool. I mean, I look normal now. Talk to Kim, see what he has to say.
Yes?
Okay. Alright, we look normal again. Save. Alright, guys. That's officially it. We gotta go. But it's been really fun. I probably won't be streaming Thursday or Sunday this week. So, yeah, because it's my birthday tomorrow. I'm probably just going to take the rest of the week off. But if I do, you know, keep an eye out. Alright?